Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I was just still recovering from donating blood and just felt kind of nauseated today. Um, our stories we're going over tonight are Jacob meets Laban and Jacob marries Leah and Rachel. So here's where Jacob meets Laban. Let's get started. Jacob finally arrived at the place where his mother's brother Laban lived, but he did not know how to find him. So remember in our previous story, Jacob had to be sent away because they feared for Jacob's safety because he made his brother Esau mad. But so anyways, he did not know how to find his mother's brother Laban. He saw 3 flocks of sheep grazing near a well. Then a very pretty girl came to the well to get water. Jacob moved the stone cover from the top of the well to help her. The girl turned out to be Laban's younger daughter, Rachel. Jacob could not believe his luck. He told her who he was, and she took him to his father's house. The whole family were glad to see him and made him very welcome. All right, our next story is Jacob marries Leah and Rachel. You're probably wondering, why did he marry 2 women? But we'll get to that later. Here he is marrying his first bride. Jacob's uncle Laban had 2 daughters. Leah, the elder, had lovely eyes, but her sister Rachel was graceful and beautiful. Jacob fell in love with Rachel. Jacob offered to work for Laban for 7 years if at the end of the time he could marry Rachel. Laban agreed, but he wanted his eldest daughter to be married first, as this was the tradition. So he decided to trick Jacob. The 7 years passed quickly, and the time of the marriage arrived. Laban led his daughter to the wedding, but little did Jacob know that Leah was to be married in her sister's place. So she's got like some sort of disguise going on. I mean, you would think that, well, that's a veil, there's veils in weddings, but anyways, let's get on with the story. All right. She wore a thick veil so he could not see her face. Jacob was very sad and angry when he realized he had married the wrong sister. Later, Laban agreed to let him marry Rachel as well, and Jacob had 2 wives. See, the part of the story they're not telling you about is he had to work another 7 years for the other wife, so that's kind of crazy, huh? And and Jacob had 2 wives. This was not unusual at that time if a man was able to provide for more than one wife. So back in the day, people did marry more than one wife. So that was just their custom. But the next stories we're going to have tomorrow are Jacob has many sons, and Jacob goes back to Canaan. So let's look for prayer in the back of the book. Teach us, Lord, to serve you as you deserve, to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labor and not to ask for any reward save that of knowing that we do your will. And that was by St. Ignatius Loyola. It shows you a picture of some kids playing in a park or fields. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good night. And if someone tries to hurt you, call 911 and pretend to order a pizza. Give them your address. God bless all of you guys. Good night.